Shoot 1, Bronson Aubrey. Shoot 2, Stephen Aubrey. Shoot 3, Frank Boney.
It's Saturday afternoon and school's about to pay off for these kids.
Yeah, just putting our spares on to get ready now.
The rodeo is a rare event for the Indigenous community of Cherbourg, and Jeffrey Klebens and his mates are finally getting a chance to put theory into practice.
A little bit nervous, but it's all about having fun.
Here they go! Cherry on! But hey, come on, Cherbourg, put your hands together, one hell of a try!
The 15-year-old is enrolled at Arathusa College Rodeo Academy. It's harnessing a passion for the sport that runs in his family.
My uncle, he took me to a rodeo and just to watch him ride. He asked me if I wanted to jump on and how to try, but when I was small I used to cry because I was big, but now I don't cry, I just jump on.
The academy kids approach life like a bull at a gate, a poor fit for mainstream classrooms.
We said, well, if we're going to get these kids back to school, we've got to have something there that they're really interested in. And so the rodeo came up and he said, well, that's not a bad idea.
Monday to Thursday, the teenagers are picked up from their homes by a bus to toil in the classroom.
Are there monkeys at the zoo? Yes, there are.
Bevan Costello is an Indigenous elder of the Waka Waka people. He's taught at the school since it opened 3 years ago.
So you listen, put your pencil down, look and listen.
It's a job that comes with challenges.
This community is like every other community. There's drugs here. I'll say it up front. I'm not ashamed to say that. There's those issues there, alcohol issues. We've got domestic violence as well. So they come from a background where all those sorts of issues are a daily occurrence for those students.
We've got kids who are so used to failing, and they get into a classroom, they get given a worksheet which they can't read. They don't want to look like idiots. They're not going to ask the teacher to come and read for them, so they'd rather muck up and get thrown out and look tough.
We're going to go up to the little bit and get our gear and make sure...
Come Friday, reading, writing and arithmetic are replaced by the big R, rodeo, but it's only for the well-behaved.
If their classwork is not done, then they don't get to go out and do the bull riding. So it's just like a carrot dangling out there for them to get their schoolwork done and get out and get into the rodeo arena.
Okay, remember what we've been saying, your free hand is like the steering wheel. Wherever it goes, your body's going to go. So if you get back a bit too far...
The Shaftesbury Centre runs the private program with the kids under the watchful eye of Coach Tim Kelly.
I see some of the boys that might come and not have any confidence, and they ride a bull or ride a steer, and all of a sudden they see that's something I did on my own. I put the effort in and now I can do something else.
The boys learn teamwork and build discipline, confidence and self-esteem.
Okay, trot.
The principal says it's a slow process, but he's noticing big changes.
I'm not saying we're making quantum leaps with education, but we're seeing kids engaged with education. Kids who are keen to do their schoolwork, kids who want to progress. Some of the seeds we sow won't even start to bear fruit for a number of years, but they will bear fruit.
From Year 10, students can work on a 900-acre cattle property run by the school and owned by the local council. Fencing, welding and animal husbandry are vital qualifications in a place where work is hard to come by.
It's really hard. It's really hard. There aren't many jobs around here. And that's like that in most rural areas. That's why trying to work together with community to create employment opportunities like what's happening out at Cherbourg is an important facet of it.
But on this weekend, no one's thinking about the downside of living in a country town.
Thank you all for coming today, and I know you will enjoy yourself.
Family members gather ringside to watch the smallest of competitors have a crack. If they can hold on, they can have a go.
Come on, get behind this little giant cheerleader! Wow!
The school says its rodeo program is having positive influence on the entire community.
Watch, we're going to go in.
the biggest thing we can instill in these guys is hope and purpose. And when they have that, I mean, there's no saying where these boys will end up. You know, I have great hopes for some of these boys.
Imparting life lessons that last far longer than 8 seconds on the back of a ball.
Try our hardest and hang on and encourage the other boys to ride.